Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Greco, Keller Williams here. I've got fresh off the press the August 2021 statistics for the Greater Seattle area. So we'll start with jumping in the single family statistics. And really there's not been a lot of change. Keep in mind, this is the time of year where things start to get a little easier. The market's a little more calm. You're in those summer months, July, August, September. Things typically tend to settle down a little bit from the frenzy that we typically see all of the first half of the year. And the stats for August really reflect that as well. So starting off with Seattle in general, first of all, when I look at the absorption rate level, that was up a little bit month over month, but still the third lowest level measured all year long. So very good for buyers from a relative standpoint that the buyer activity isn't as strong as what it was earlier in the year. However, as we look at inventory, which again is still just at 2/3 a month of inventory, there's just nothing out there on the market. Now again, the reason why these time of the year is typically a little calmer, a little more buyer friendly is because you have that combination of lower buyer demand, more inventory, and that helps to kind of slow things down. Well, we're starting to see that buyer demand drop. Like I said, it's at the third lowest level we've seen all year. Still very high level, by the way, relatively, but even more relatively to the beginning of the year, just not as high as it was. But inventory is just not holding up its end of the bargain. So that has just been flat all year long. I mean, for example, we started the month of the year with that 1 month of inventory in January. We're at less of that than now. We're at 2/3 of a month. So it has just been a deadline, flat line for nothing for inventory goes. So looking year over year, values in Seattle actually did appreciate, but pretty flat there. We're still coming in at $875 for your median Seattle single family valued home. That was for August. That's down a bit month over month, but switching over to the east side, again, the same story, pretty much flat month over month. That median home value checked in at 1.3, which was down just a bit from the previous month. However, that's an increase of 23.8%, which is just phenomenal. That the east side at that value, at that median value, is still seeing so much demand. At such a high price. So King County in general too, another one that was interesting as well. So again, the median Seattle single family home sold for $875 last month. King County was $850. I've never, as long as I've been checking on this, I can never remember a time there's been that short a gap between what the Seattle median sale price was and King County, which tells me that Seattle, and I've been seeing this for a little while, Seattle isn't appreciating at the rate at which the areas around Seattle are. Now, some of that, especially when you get into some of the more affordable areas, is easily understood, but considering King County also encompasses the east side, which cities like Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond, Sammamish, Issaquah, those areas where you have those 1.3 median sales prices, it's pretty phenomenal and impressive to see those appreciating. Granted, they're so much more expensive, more relative to Seattle, so something we'll keep in mind there as well. But again, overall inventory, just the same thing. I mean, if it's only 2/3 of a month in Seattle, it's a half a month for Greater King County and only about a third of the month on the east side. So just really, really, really low levels of inventory, even this deep into the year, which has really been surprising for all of us. So anyway, we'll see what happens next month. And as always, talk to me if you need anything else.